Bandsaws. Those humming, blade-whirling machines that slice through wood, metal, and even meat with ease. But do you know their story is weirder, wilder, and way more fascinating than you might expect? From a forgotten inventor to a tool that shaped industries and sparked quirky cultural moments, this is the untold history of the bandsaw. Stick around to discover why this tool is more than just a workshop workhorse. Welcome back to Objectified, the channel where everyday objects get their moment in the spotlight. Today, we are diving into the quirky history of bandsaws, a tool that has been around for centuries but still holds surprises. We will explore its origins, how it evolved, its cultural impact, and some downright bizarre facts that will make you see bandsaws in a whole new light. By the end, you will understand why this humming machine deserves a place in the Hall of Fame for quirky inventions. Let's get cutting. The bandsaw story begins in 1809, when a British inventor named William Newbery patented the first design. His idea was simple but revolutionary: a continuous loop of steel with serrated edges stretched between two wheels that could cut in a smooth, unbroken motion. Unlike traditional handsaws, which required back-and-forth effort, Newbery's bandsaw promised efficiency. There was just one problem. The technology of the time could not produce a blade strong enough to withstand the tension. Newbery's invention was more of a cool concept than a practical tool, and it sat on the shelf for decades. Fast forward to the 1840s, when a Frenchwoman named Anne-Pauline Crépin stepped in. She improved the blade design, making it more durable and practical. Her work caught the eye of a French company, which began producing bandsaws for industrial use. Crépin's contribution was a game-changer, but like many women inventors of the era, her name often gets overshadowed. Without her, the bandsaw might have remained a pipe dream. By the 1860s, bandsaws were gaining traction in Europe and America, especially in lumber mills. Their ability to cut large logs into planks quickly made them a favorite in the booming timber industry. The bandsaw was no longer just an idea, it was a tool reshaping how people worked with wood. As the 19th century rolled on, bandsaws got better and more versatile. Engineers tinkered with blade materials, wheel sizes, and motor power. By the 1880s, steam-powered bandsaws were common in factories, and smaller versions started appearing in workshops. The introduction of electric motors in the early 20th century was a massive leap. Suddenly, bandsaws were not just for big industries, they were accessible to small businesses and even hobbyists. One of the biggest innovations came in the form of blade variety. Early bandsaws used wide blades for straight cuts, but by the mid-20th century, narrower blades allowed for intricate curves and detailed work. This made bandsaws a favorite among furniture makers and artisans. Metal-cutting bandsaws also emerged, using specialized blades to slice through steel and aluminum. The bandsaw was no longer just a woodworker's tool, it was a multitasker. In the 21st century, bandsaws have gone high-tech. Computer-controlled models can make precise cuts with minimal human input, and portable bandsaws let workers cut materials on the go. From DIY enthusiasts to industrial giants, the bandsaw has found a place in every corner of the crafting and manufacturing world. Bandsaws are not just tools, they have left their mark on culture in some unexpected ways. In the early 20th century, they were celebrated as symbols of industrial progress. Trade magazines and advertisements often featured gleaming bandsaws as the pinnacle of modern engineering. They were the rock stars of the tool world, showcased at world's fairs and expositions. But bandsaws also have a quirkier side. In the 1950s, they became unlikely stars in the meat industry. Large bandsaws, fitted with stainless steel blades, were used to cut through frozen meat and bones with ease. If you have ever enjoyed a perfectly sliced steak from a butcher, you might have a bandsaw to thank. This crossover from woodworking to food prep is one of the bandsaw's weirder chapters. Bandsaws have also popped up in pop culture. Horror movies love them for their menacing hum and sharp blades, often casting them as the villain's tool of choice. Meanwhile, woodworking shows and YouTube channels like Objectified celebrate their precision and versatility, turning bandsaws into icons of craftsmanship. Let's get to some wild facts about bandsaws. Did you know the world's largest bandsaw, built in 1910, had a blade over 40 feet long? It was used in a Canadian lumber mill and could slice through massive tree trunks in seconds. That's the kind of power that makes modern bandsaws look like toys. Here's another gem. Bandsaws inspired one of the earliest woodworking competitions. In the 1890s, craftsmen in England held bandsaw races, where they competed to cut intricate shapes the fastest. Think of it as the 19th century version of a reality TV showdown, but with more sawdust. And one more. The bandsaw's continuous blade design inspired early conveyor belt systems. That's right, the same tech that cuts your wood helped shape modern factories and even airport baggage claim systems. Talk about an unexpected legacy. The bandsaw is more than a tool, it is a testament to human ingenuity. From William Newberry's ambitious 1809 design to Paul Crepin's practical improvements. And from lumber mills to butcher shops, its journey is packed with surprises. It has evolved from a clunky prototype to a high-tech marvel, shaping industries and sparking quirky cultural moments along the way. The next time you see a bandsaw in action, take a moment to appreciate its wild history. It is not just cutting wood or meat, it is cutting through time. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the quirky history of bandsaws, give this video a thumbs up and share it with your fellow tool enthusiasts. Want more stories about everyday objects? Subscribe to Objectified and hit the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Let us know in the comments, what is the quirkiest tool you have ever used? Thanks for joining us on this sawdust-filled journey through the history of bandsaws. Stay curious, keep crafting, and we will see you in the next video. Until then, keep exploring the stories behind the objects that shape our world.